Hey, what's up, YouTube? Pen here, and this is going to be my review of Atomic Blonde. And I saw the 4K Ultra HD version, and the HDR format that I saw was Dolby Vision. Now, before I get into the review, this movie is upscale 4K, so that means that it wasn't shot with a native 4K camera. So, a lot of things that I'm going to be touching on is going to be the picture quality, and I'm also going to be touching on my audio experiences as well. But I'm not going to get into what the plot is or the synopsis. I'm just giving you a quick breakdown of my personal opinion of the audio and video and the cinematography and my quick analysis about it. So let's get started. So this first shot here that I have for this review, this movie, in my opinion, has almost perfect black levels. I mean, you see here this nice center composition with the light coming from behind the character that's in shadow. Um, this is a immersive composition to me. Like this just stands out. This dark circular tunnel design, and you see on the right and left side the supporting elements all leading towards the character in the center means that the director wants you to have its eye on this character that's in shadow, but there's light. The contrast in this movie is some of the best contrast that I've seen that a movie has on the camera. And even though this wasn't shot natively in 4K, I would be very curious um, if it was, because things stand out in this film and it's just excellent. See this scene here. Now, this is more in the interrogation room, whatever the case may be. They have some equipment set up, and once again, the dark versus the light versus the dark. This movie has excellent blacks, and the better display that you have, the better the movie is going to come out at you. You know, with its colors, its bold contrast, and just it's a nice composition. At hand here, and I picked these screenshots particularly because I wanted to highlight on certain instances, and this is one of the scenes and the shots that just stood out. Very, very nice. And then again, character in the front, main character in the back. Just seeing that blur there and seeing how the light plays. Now, YouTube is not going to do these screenshots any justice. The best possible experience would be to experience it in person with your own home theater setup, and it just looks amazing. So this particular scene, I want to get into the colors now. So the colors in this film are very dominant. You know, they stand out so much. The HDR in this film is simply incredible. We see two characters in shadow with the somewhat like reflective light in the background, and then the reflectivity on the floor. You see the dents, the scratches. This composition was very carefully done, and is one of the most masterful scenes done without too many things going on. It just reads boldness. It gives you a what's going to happen next type of moment, and it's just preparing you for the next scene in the movie. So this is the main character's main house scene, apartment, condo, whatever you want to call it in the film. I was just so amazed and distracted by the colors. You see here, we see blues, purples. There's even a little bit of shades of green, orange, yellow. Like, and seeing this in person, just the HDR, it really pops out the colors and it really brings the whole compositional frame together. If you have not seen the Dolby Vision or the HDR 10 plus copy, then you are doing yourself a disservice. If you saw it in the past, give it a rewatch. Um, it definitely stands out in this version. Very, very clear. This is a exterior shot of the city from the film, and once again, it's not the best composition in terms of framing, but however, in person, it just brings out the colors and everything pops. Everything is clear, and it has a nice color palette overall. Even this sort of hallway scene from the club from the movie. Just playing with the composition with the blues in the back and the red going towards the mid and the back of the scene, and just with the blue lighting on the floor. It's it's great. With this scene, you see two characters just chilling, having fun, and it gives it like this cyberpunk futuristic effect. This movie, in some instances, reminded me of Blade Runner. Once again, excellent compositional framing. There's a right card on the side to bring your attention towards almost at the center of the frame. You see the light shafts coming from up above in the upper left hand corner of the screen, gives you like this greenish lighting. Then towards the back, it gives you like this sort of saddish yellowish tone. You can see that the main character is on top of the male character. This is sort of like this is the end type of frame. This gives you a quite satisfying but sadful look to the image. And just this car scene with all of the weather effects, the water, it's just it was a truly beautiful film, compositional wise. Airport scene and those yellow lights that you guys see, they are popping out in person. Like it almost blinded me how because how the lights illuminate in HDR and the depth, the fog, just the scene. This film was just masterful done, and that's about it as far as the video picture quality. I give it overall a 9 out of 10. It wasn't the sharpest 4K because it was an upscale. The audio, my subwoofers were going off in certain parts of the film. The audio was great as well. It has some nice action scenes in it, especially this car scene here. This scene also, everything just felt like it was uniform, that it made sense. It didn't have any trouble with balancing with the audio. I felt that everything was perfectly fine. Um, Once again, the subwoofers dominated the center channels. I could perfectly hear the dialogue, and everything was pretty crisp. Um, the audio design for this film was also as good as the video design for this film, also. So, this wraps up my review of Atomic Blonde, the Ultra HD 4K. And thank you for watching this video, and peace out.